we are working from the Advanced 2 textbook. Now, if you're in Math 7, Excel, this is in your textbook. If you are in Math 8, this is not in your textbook, but you do have access to it through Big Ideas Online, and the book pages are linked to the agenda. So you do have access to this material. We are doing lesson 14.5, volume of a pyramid. And it can be found on pages 616 to 617. Okay, remember a pyramid has only one base and triangular faces. And remember, the number of sides on the base determines the number of faces. Okay, so a pyramid has only one base and triangular faces. So let's talk about the volume of a pyramid. The volume of a pyramid is equal to 1/3 the area of the base times the height of the pyramid. And what it looks like, volume equals 1/3 the area of the base times the height of the pyramid. So this is the formula for volume of pyramids. Now, it's not a set formula because remember, our bases are different shapes. The base can be a rectangle, a triangle, a pentagon, a hexagon. The base can be any shape. And to find the area of the base, it's a different formula depending upon the shape. So what formulas do we need to know? Well, we need to know, and at this point, you guys should be experts at this, the area of a rectangle. The area of a rectangle is the length times the width. And we also need to know the area of a triangle. The area of a triangle is 1/2 the base. I think they use a lowercase b. 1/2 the base times the height. So this is the nuts and bolts of what you need for today's lesson. But what does all of this mean? Well, let's pull it together. Let's pull it all together. Okay, so the book has given me a prism. That looks like this. So the book's given me a prism that looks like this. Something like this. Okay, now, and they're telling me that the base is 48 millimeters squared. And the height is from the center of the base to the tip of the pyramid. It's always a right angle, 9 millimeters. So they're giving me this pyramid, and it looks like the base has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sides. So this looks like a hexagonal pyramid. The base has 6 sides. Now in this case, we do not have to figure out the base. The area of the base is given. So in this case, the area of the base is given. That makes our life a lot easier because we don't have to figure this out first. So we know that the volume of a pyramid is 1/3 times the area of the base times the height of the pyramid. So the volume is equal to 1/3 the base times the height. So now it's just substitution. Volume is equal to 1/3. They've already given me the base. I don't have to figure it out. And the height of the pyramid. So I'm going to use my handy dandy calculator, and I'm going to multiply 48 times 9, which is 432, and divide it by 1/3. So the volume is 1/3 of 432. My volume is equal to 144 meters cubed. Okay? So in this case, it's kind of nice because they've already given me the area of the base. I didn't have to figure it out. But that is not always the case. That's not always the case because sometimes we have a pyramid that looks like this. So sometimes we have a pyramid that looks like this, and they're going to tell us that this is 4 feet, this is 3 feet, and this is 7 feet. So this is a rectangular pyramid. It's a rectangular pyramid. When I look at the base looks like it is a rectangle. And it looks like it's 4 feet by 3 feet. So the first thing I need to do is find the area of the base. We need to find the area of the base. Well, my base is a rectangle. And to find the area of a rectangle, it's length times width. So my length is 4 and my width is 3. So my area is 12 feet squared. This is the area of the base. It is 12 feet squared. So this right here is my base. And it is 12 feet squared. Now I can find the volume because we know that volume is equal to 1/3 the area of the base times the height of the pyramid. So volume is equal to 1/3 the base times the height. So now it's substitution. 1/3, my base is 12, and my height is 7. So 1/3, 12 times 7 is 84, and 84 times 1/3, or 84 divided by 3, my volume is equal to 28 feet cubed. So the volume of the pyramid is 28 feet cubed. Okay, so that's for a rectangular pyramid. Let's do one more. Let's do one more. Let's talk about a triangular pyramid. Okay. Okay, a triangular pyramid. So my base is a triangle. They're telling me this is 17.5 meters. They're telling me that the height of the triangle is 6 meters. And the height of the pyramid is 10 meters. Okay, when I look at this looks like a big, huge, old jumbled mess. This looks like a big, huge, old jumbled mess. I can see that my base is a triangle. So this looks like it's my base. 17.5 meters. And then the height of this triangle looks like 6 meters. So the first thing I need to do, I need to find the area of the base. Now to find the area of a triangle, it's 1/2 my base times the height. And we're talking about the base of the triangle, this base right here. So 1/2, 17.5 times 6. So I'm going to put this in my handy dandy calculator. 17.5 times 6 is 105. And when I divide that by 2 or multiply it by 1/2, I find out that my area is 52.5. So my base is 52.5. So this right here, the whole base is equal to 52.5 meters squared. Now I can find the volume of the pyramid. So the volume of a pyramid is equal to 1/3 the area of the base times the height of the pyramid. And it will look like this. 1/3 the base times the height. So now it's substitution. 1/3, my base is 52.5 and my height is 10. So I'm going to multiply 52.5 times 10, which is 525. So I've got 1/3 times 525. And when I multiply that by 1/3, or technically divide by 3, I find out the volume is equal to 175 meters cubed. So this is the nuts and bolts of today's lesson. This is everything. We need to remember that a pyramid has only one base and it has triangular faces. The volume of the pyramid is 1/3 the area of the base times the height. And the base, finding the area of the base is going to be different depending on the shape of the base. So we need to know the area of the rectangle is length times width. You guys have been doing this since 3rd grade. It's the same thing as arrays. And the area of a triangle is 1/2 the base times the height. So sometimes the book will give us a pyramid where the base, the area of the base is already given. Well, that's nice because then it's just the base times the height. We don't have to do anything ahead of time. But sometimes the book will give us something like this, a rectangular pyramid where they're not giving us the area of the base. We have to figure it out first before we substitute it in. And the same thing with a triangular pyramid. They're giving us a triangular pyramid. They have not given us the area of the base. We have to figure it out first before we substitute it in. Okay? So that is what we are doing today.